This is probably by far the most videoed job site on my channel for sure. You guys have been with me for a long time. Well, I can think back all the way to the beginning when this whole field used to be trees. We cleared it with the 120 and the D4 and it was a muddy, sloppy mess. Filled in a couple other ponds on this job, got the D4 stuck twice, installed some tile. It's been a ride. We got one pond left to make disappear so Farmer Chris can farm the entire field. Let's hit the ground and make it happen. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
We got the big boss back on the job today.
Yeah, we do.
And you know what he said?
That's good.
He ain't plowing no tile. So step one's remove tile plow.
Oh yeah, he got with me first thing this morning.
Yeah, he said that thing's got to go,
Gotta
right?
go. Yeah.
All right, we got a pond to fill in. We're gonna get tile plow off, get Jerry rolling, and off to the races.
Hey, I did notice that on the channel later, there's a lot of BS going on around the shops there. We're going to have to get a little bit more serious around there.
That's a common denominator whenever he's around.
I got to stop in there once in a while and check on you guys, because I don't mind you building stuff one time, but this tearing it down and redoing it, now that's we can't do that in the dirt. You know what I mean, Aaron?
All right, let's get this thing off here so we can go to work. All right, we got the plow off. That system works awesome, man. That took like a whole of 5 minutes to get off. We're gonna top the dozer off with fuel here real quick. I got a little bit of fuel in the tank. We're gonna go ahead and put that in the dozer for now, and then we'll leave Jerry the fuel trailer here, so he's gonna be burning a little bit of fuel. I told Aaron, I said, why don't you pull up a little bit, we'll put some fuel in this thing. He hops in and starts pulling the truck forward. I'm not sure what that was gonna do this, but... Hey, did you forget that the dozer moves too?
Huh?
Did you forget the dozer moves too?
Well, it's nice and tight. I was gonna try that parallel parking out and see how good I am.
Oh man!
Getting ready for my driving test refresher or whatever.
Oh,
you
that?
take when you turn
I didn't know
60.
you had to get those for an operator.
No, I mean I'm talking about a vehicle.
Oh.
Yeah, 60. You know, now that I'm an older man, I'm gonna have to retake that test.
We went from 40 to 60 in 4 days. So, man, our plow bracket, everything seems to be holding up pretty well. This whole system's worked out pretty well. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, convoy is heading over the hill. There's that pond we filled in last fall. It looks a little shy on topsoil. That's what we struggled to find some topsoil, but overall it don't look too shabby at all. I'll try to link some of the videos for this job best I can in the description. You guys are way better about linking them in the comments than I am in the description. But man, there is a lot of videos. Like I said, this is probably the most videoed job on the channel. So, hey, did you find your water meter?
Good mark, right here.
Nice work. All right, let's go down here and see what we got. So here is the project at hand. Here's what we're getting ready to tackle. There is a video on the channel of draining this pond last fall. We drained it with the 120s. It's what we had available at the time, and our ditches stayed open pretty well. It was just so muddy we didn't quite get her all the way down. So I think the first thing we're going to do this morning is get this little bit of water out of here so we're not fighting it later. So this used to be an old I guess cattle farm would be the best way to put it. They put a lot of these ponds in here for watering the livestock. Well, hit a rock, bounce right back in. Well, now that the cattle or the livestock's gone, it's more productive and more profitable farm to farm it. So that's why there was 1, 2, 3 ponds here. They were going to keep this one because they can see it from the house up there. But long story short, if you guys watched the video of draining this, this dam was in such bad shape it's sitting on top of topsoil that they're better off just demoing this one and then turn around and build a new one up there and building it right. So I think Jerry's going to get started in on stripping topsoil. We're going to get started in on draining some water and get this project started. That golf ball hit a rock and bounced right back in the water. I think first things first, need to address this water out there. What do you think?
Oh, I believe so.
All right. Let's do it.
Hey, Jerry, I don't care what Mike says. I think you're doing one heck of a job, buddy.
You keep an eye on him because he's still got that vegetation.
Yeah, and it's really been showing here lately. He's like a rookie. I would say you look like an eagle sitting up on your perch, but you're more like a buzzard.
Appreciate the compliment there, buddy.
Anything to help you out, buddy. What's that PVC pipe out there? Is that showing like a depth for you, or is that, did you put that there?
Oh, it's been there. We were trying to figure out that last time we drained it, so.
All right. I'm gonna say you're gonna have to go another foot deeper before it's all said and done.
If I wouldn't be better off flooding out this ditch where I can track up it and then just dig a trench out.
I like the way you're thinking there. I'll agree with you on that. And yes, I said I will agree with you.
Translation for I'm right.
No, I was thinking the same thing. Great minds think alike.
Can't believe you didn't call me like that.
You better take that as a compliment, kid. Oh, let's go for it. I dare you. I dare you. Come on.
Solid rock bottom.
Yeah, keep it up. You know the old saying, mess with the bull, you get the horns.
What's a baby cow, like a calf or something?
Yeah, you're the calf. Glad we're finally opening this up the way I wanted it.
Comments like that's how you get wet.
Just stating the facts, bud. You want to keep your job, you'll think twice about getting me wet. That's right, that's what I thought, no comment. Oh, all right. I'm gonna have a talk with safety here. We're gonna see what kind of disciplinary action I'm gonna have to give you for that.
I wonder what anything's over here spinning around.
He's probably like, if I was running this show, that boys be fired right now. I can believe that. All right, what do you think? One more scoop?
It'll be ready to go.
All right, I'm ready to see this water roar. Come back on that.
A lot of topsoil on the bottom of that dam.
Oh, huh, ran into that before. Oh yeah, she's going now. Yeah, that water level's dropping quick now. Man, that is one of the most lovely sounds right there. I love hearing that. Makes you gotta pee. You gotta pee all the time. Somebody opens a Pepsi can, you gotta pee.
some nasty looking water.
Yeah, it is. Just finding some topsoil, huh?
I think that's gonna get it. That's gonna drain it out, ain't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that'll get it there.
Let's hop up on that upper side. We'll get all your little trees pulled back for Jerry.
Yep.
If there's any sludge up there, then we'll get it thrown up to the deal. So.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Did you find you a friend?
Yeah, look at him. He's happy with me.
I don't think he is happy with
No, no, they can reach back about right here. So you got to watch where you put your hands.
you. Okay, that's close enough.
Yeah.
You're gonna relocate him to the proper thing.
I'm gonna relocate him to my pond because I love snapping turtles. I like watching.
He's crazy. All right, we're gonna rip some trees out. All right, while Aaron's on his great turtle hunt relocation project, I don't know if you guys see across the pond over there, but Jerry's making some pretty good progress with what he's doing. We're gonna try to get some of these trees pulled off here, so that way Jerry don't have to fight them with the dozer. We got a tile. Actually got video of putting that tile in. We got a tile right here. We're gonna have to make sure we don't lose track of, because later on we're gonna tie back onto that thing and keep on going with it. So swing these around out of the way. Oh, easy now. Come on, that's a little heavier than I thought it was. I'm gonna dig. Them willow trees are just so hard to deal with. I'm gonna dig a little hole / retention pond here. There's a lot of water running out of that tile. We can kind of keep it crowded up right here. Hopefully that'll keep it from flooding us out down below. No wonder this thing didn't hold water very good. It's definitely pretty rocky. That should buy us a little bit of time. All right, let's get the rest of these trees off here. Said it before and I'll say it again, man. Them different pads on that 850J make absolutely all the difference in the world. Days like today. There's no way Jerry'd be over there doing what he's doing without them 2 pads on there. That was a very good investment, my friends. Got all the trees pulled back up there. I'm gonna go around, try to pull as much of this vegetation back as we can from around the edges. That'll allow Jerry to get in there. This thing's got a pretty rock solid bottom on it. They definitely dug right down through the rock when they did this thing. So any of this I can get pulled back definitely helps Jerry out. And for too long, it's gonna be down to the dozer man. Just want to kind of jump in here real quick, guys, as Aaron walks around the camera and kind of just maybe explain a little bit better what's going on, so you guys can see the bigger picture. I guess we had a time lapse setup that kind of showed this, but for some reason, as usual, GoPro let us down. We might have to look into going DJI or something else. But not to get off subject here, but you guys got to remember that getting these jobs done in a timely and profitable manner is #1 priority, and then second priority is getting whatever footage I can for you guys to make hopefully an entertaining and somewhat educational video. But as you can see on the far side, excuse me, see on the far side of the dam over there, Jerry's went ahead and got that all stripped out. We drained this last fall. There is a video on draining this, and it was not ideal conditions. You guys can see we got the majority of the water out, but some of our ditch slid in. We got a little bit of water left down the bottom there, which we dealt with this morning. But what we don't want to do is bury all this mud and goo here. You kind of see Jerry pushing up. This ground around here, you'll see in some upcoming videos, it's kind of weird. There's like 2 foot of subsoil, and it's like ground up sandstone rock underneath it, so it perks a whole lot of water, which is what's bleeding out and kind of keeping all this wet. But we don't want to bury all this stuff for a couple different reasons. One of them, this is a little bit of organic topsoil, which will actually grow some decent crops. And at this point, we're not for sure how much of that we're going to have available to basically cover all this up. So we're trying to get it all out of there for 2 reasons. One, we don't want to create a combine trap or a spot for Chris to come in here and get a piece of equipment stuck. That really hurts his time and productivity. And contrary to your guys' popular belief, we do not get machines stuck on purpose. These things are way too expensive, and time is way too valuable to stage anything for YouTube. I can promise you that. So what is allowing Jerry to do this with the actual dozer, which we didn't think was going to be possible, is that harder rock bottom. So basically he's able to skim that off the top and kind of push it up out of there. Now where I'm working out here with the 210 is one spot where Jerry ran into some problems, and this muck and goo and stuff is a little bit deeper. So I kind of hopped over here and got this thrown back up out of the way. This is also where that one field tile is coming down. So just kind of working in tandem with Jerry here, just trying to get everything pushed up out of the way. It's no different than building a house or anything else, filling in the ponds the same way. Before you go do it, you want to make sure you got a pretty good foundation underneath you to hold everything up. Now this is just going to be an old farm pond, so there's not the necessity to get every little bit out of it, but the more you can get out of there and the better you can get it out, the better off you're going to be. So what I'm doing right here is what you can really see at the bottom of the screen is where that field tile actually comes out, and there's a bunch of water coming out of the bank basically right underneath the machine. You see that field tile right there. So I'm digging a small trench over to the machine there, which will basically catch that water coming out of the hillside until Jerry gets the hole filled in. And then eventually, as you guys will see in some previous videos, you can kind of see that dirt I'm talking about, that layer right there. Eventually you guys will see we'll run a field tile up there and catch all that. So hopefully that all makes sense, guys. Hopefully that's a good explanation for you. That's kind of the process. Well, man, behind the scenes, I think the best thing we can do on this job is just let the master work.
I believe that.
I think we've done all we can do with the 210. We just need to stay out of Jerry's way.
We're agreeing a lot today.
We are.
We are. This is weird. What's going on?
It is technically a holiday.
Is it?
Well, it's Good Friday.
Oh yeah, it is East.
So,
the third time I forgot.
I'll get you a calendar and post a note to your forehead. So, all right. We got Jerry set up. He said he's good to go for a while. We're gonna head on down the road and start in on another job, and we'll be back to check on old Jerry. I think he'd just soon have us going anyways.
Yeah. He ain't said he'd fire us yet, though.
No, he needs us to bring him fuel.
That's
why he keeps us around. If he figures out how to use a Thunder Creek trailer, we might be in trouble.
We might be in trouble. He might just say, drop that off. Let the dozer set. I'll take care of the rest.
At least he's found some topsoil. That's what we were worried about. So, all right. Let's hit the road and head on to the next one.
Sounds good.